Hello, Tetris citizens. We are back with more Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event and Das Masters, actually. So what we've got coming up now to do, where's my little schedule slide? We've got the green round 2 of Masters. That's going to be Tetris Time versus Tugi. The winner will move on to the top 16 later in the month. And then after that match, at some point, I don't know, maybe the match will go very quickly and we'll have to wait, but at 5 p.m. should be, we'll run into it. I'll stay online. It'll be Das Masters, Green, TegaMech, Bluescuti, and Avgeek. So that should be a heck of a Das Masters bracket. Then later tonight, we will have a purple round 1 Das Masters match between Maestro and Zack Attack. So that's what's happening. First, though, yeah, Tetris Time versus Tugi. Let's give you a look at the top 32 here in Masters. And does that clarify everything? I mean, it is such an expansive, giant whatever. But top 16 should clarify it. Right now, we've got 3 players who have advanced to the top 16, Deck, Fractal, and Maisie. And we are now in the green bracket, so we will have determined the entire right side of the bracket. Who's doing the right side this time? I don't know, but I guess one per. I don't even know who's doing it, but it's just weird how that kind of happens. So the winner of this will be playing against Dog in the top 16, and then we got all this to go. this whole thing still to go. Okay, hopefully that clarifies it. Blah, 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 blah. Just rules real quick, players. Make sure you are have turned off all the any modifications, mechanics, or stats, or comfort mods. All those should be turned off. Biological turbo only players. Do not get any real-time advice. Do not pause. Level 18 starts. Make sure your level 39 super kill screen is turned on, and be prepared to re-roll same piece sets in between each game. Best of 5, of course. The winner gets absolutely something. That's a share at a prize pool, which currently stands at $217.75. You, the fans, are the ones who are building that prize pool. This tournament gets as big as you want it to get, which I don't know. Would I have it any other way? Not sure. But if you want to contribute to that prize pool, use the Matcherino command on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up the links. The second one is the one for Masters, and I'll fix this slide as soon as I have 5 seconds to myself. But for now, blah, blah, blah. Matcherino command. Click on that second link. That'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. You can use your existing Twitch or YouTube account. And yeah, thanks to those of you who have contributed so far to this prize pool, including Fractal's 7th roommate, Agathis, Rogue Potato, Summer B, Arbaro, and serial number. We do have 9 claim codes left, so if you haven't clicked on that button, please do get on over to that website, log in, click on the blue button that says claim code, and then leave. You can do that, or don't leave. I mean, stay there. Kick in 1, 5, 10, whatever you got would be really cool. And remember, you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/monthlytetris. That'll allow you to pledge an ongoing amount of monthly or annual support to keep this channel alive. Thank you to our sticker and double sticker clubs and our community level members and our Mega Masters, Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9 Tacky, Masters level Corporal 381 shall be satisfied. Brackets Monster Troy, Dan Kim, Rogue Potato, Catkit, McMonkey, Mila. Thank you so much for keeping this channel going. Remember that you can also go to the merch store at ctm.wtf and buy merch that supports the channel and gets you a thing in your house. So that's pretty good. You can also gift merchandise to the Twitch chat. And don't forget all your support options on YouTube, like channel memberships and super stickers and super chats and super this and super that. Also Twitch, you got bits and subs. You can gift a sub. Amazon Prime members have a Twitch Prime Gaming sub that you can use on our channel as well. Let's go on over to this, and we got 2 players here. Let me flop around on the stencil and see what I need to do. Blah blah blah, doodly do. Let me know. That's probably not on his side, is it? Transform. Reset, transform. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe you can go over a little. It's fine. Good enough. Tugi, of course. Always on stencil. We got backwards Tugi today. Oh, yeah, and for those of you who were asking, what Mega Master's not over? When is it? It's tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's the second from the bottom Mega Masters finale. Bluescuti and Neko, third place match. Dog and Sidnev will play the finale. Tugi, I know you don't like third place match, but please try to keep the fact that there's a third place match out of your mind while you're playing. Don't think about it. Just think about Tetris. All right. Players, I'm going to go ahead and drop the pieces in chat. QPUP Jesus, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and drop the pieces in the chat. But players, you can warm up for another minute or so if you want to. B210E1. B210E1. Wait, does this work? Hold on.
Hello? Is this monster voice or regular voice?
Was that monster voice or regular voice? I don't know. That was deep. That was monster voice? Okay. Thank you. Okay, Tetris Time is ready. B2. Sounds good. Oh, let me just close a couple of things here on the computer so that it works. Nightmares for free. Indeed. Okay, it looks like both players are ready. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters Event Green Bracket Round 2. Tugi versus Tetris Time in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Starting off with the SOIJL. Oh, man. 5 out of 7. That is fine. On the left side, it is Tugi. He qualified into seed number 15 in this tournament. Tugi is from Austria. He's got an overall PB of 2.27 million. And, yeah, former host of... Community Chronicles, my favorite ever Tetris interview series. Well, it's tied with Peace Dependency Podcast, of course. Of course it is. Until July, and then I'm just kidding. But anyway, Tugi, yes, is played. I primarily known early in his career as a DAS player. Has a lot of great DAS results, including playing in the CTWC DAS Championship in Germany. Was top 4 in 2022, top 8 in 2023. He's also played in CTWC Gold Bracket 2020, 2021, 2022, 2024. Was top 8 in CTEC in the online years 2020, 2021. You also saw Tugi at the Austria Regionals the last 2 years. Was the winner of a CT DAS test tournament. That was the 2022. And starting to make more appearances here in Masters event. So it's good to see Tugi here in Masters. He qualified in, by the way, with a 1.38 million. That was the average of his best 2 scores in a 60-minute qualifying period. So that is Tugi. On the right side, it is Tetris Time. Tetris Time qualified in to this tournament at seed number 18 and defeated Critical Lapis in round 1 to make it here into round 2. Tugi had a 1-round bye in virtue of his top 16 qualifier. 196 for Tugi. Tetris for Tetris Time, 253. Tetris Time with an overall PB of 2.43 million. That's good for about 31st on the overall score PB list. Is also ranked number 20 in the most recent Pumpy Premier Poll, the PPP. It's not really called that. It's just called the Premier Poll, but that, of course, is a poll of Tetris journalists and broadcasters who every single month rank the performance and merit of various Tetris players to be included on a list of the top 25. It is run by Pumpy Hart, and it's a lot of fun. Tetris Time is ranked number 20 in May. It's a two-time Challengers Circuit winner. Played in gold the last 5 years of CTWC and finishing top 8 in 2021. And you may have seen Tetris Time at Genesis Regional. Played in that before ripping off a couple first-place finishes in Washington and Arizona at their regionals. So Tetris Time on a hot streak right now, looking to extend it here in Masters in May. 383 for Tetris Time, 320 for Tugi. I better not still be in monster mode. Oh, my word. The winner of this match will take on, as I said, Dog playing Tetris in the top 16. Of course, the top 8 qualifiers in our monthlies get a 2-round bye and make it automatically into the top 16. And then the lower seeds have to fight it out so you can take them on. 452 for Tetris Time, 389 for Tugi. We've crossed the 100 line mark. Pretty healthy pace here for Tetris Time. $572 for Tetris Time. $452 for Tugi. So pretty big lead for Tetris Time as we approach level 19. That speed increase coming in just a few lines. All right, Tetris Time, 580 entry into 19. Tugi looking to get one more Tetris before 19 hits. That would put him over 500k transition. Okay, Tugi gets it, 522 entry. So about a 60,000 point advantage for Tetris Time upon their level 19 entry. The speed is now increased by 50%. Pieces dropping 1 row every 2 frames. Okay, 605 for Tugi, 715 for Tetris Time. There's a Tetris Tugi, 631. Tetris Time with kind of a channel there in column 4. That is good for really no Tetris. If he gets a bar in there, which he really can't at the moment until he clears it away, that will not clear anything. So still a little bit of work to do. See how he attacks it. Tetris Time is one to go with some creative welling. Oh, that SP is going to cover that well again. Yeah, now he's going to uncover it. He's going to look to fill it in with a long bar again, just to get material on the board so that when he downstacks, he will have a Tetris well. But yeah, can't seem to bring it down. Flat long bar for Tugi. No problem, though. Clears it away, gets a Tetris. 757 for him. Tugi now in the lead. So this is a costly dig sequence for Tetris Time. Tugi now with a lead of about 10,000 and also about 10 lines in hand. 10 lines back in the P sequence. Yeah, so Tetris Time cannot seem to get this down at all. Just when he was basically out of it, plopped another S over that well. Okay, so he's going to uncover that column 4 well. And now, God, I'm sure he does not want to cover it again, but the game just not forthcoming. Finally, long bar for Tetris Time 768. And now if he uncovers, he will have a Tetris well available. Tugi, though, up now by about 90,000 points, back by 10 lines. Well, maybe about 60,000 points, let's call it. Tugi is also active in this month's Das Masters. Oh, that dead drop of that long bar for Tetris Time. We'll see what happens here. That is going to be a problem. And that's going to be a top out for Tetris Time at 847. And Tugi is good without having to go into level 29. Tugi takes game number 1. Waited 20 years for that long bar dependency. I know that was a problem. Tugi gets the max out though into level 30. That's like peak Tetris achievements in 2018. You know, level 30 max out. Oh my God. Okay, new pieces players. 308E40. 308E40. Yeah, as soon as you blocked it, you got 2. I mean, it was really frustrating. I feel frustrated for you. Okay, ready, 3-0. Okay. Let's make sure they're on seed. 308E40. Yes, those 8s and Bs often get confused, so you gotta check. Now, I think Tetris Time got one wrong last night, right? Okay, looks like both players are ready. Here in game 2, Tugi is up 1-0 over Tetris Time. Okay, no rainbow start. We're gonna get that rainbow start, man. I mean, I would be curious if you're watching on YouTube and if you have yet to see all of Mega Masters, just keep an eye out to see if we miss the rainbow start. By which I mean getting all 7 pieces to start off a game, like each of the 7 pieces not repeating to start off a game. I mean, I didn't look every time, but if you see it, please let me know. I don't really understand the rank stat and the player badge. Is that the national rank? What that is the rank on the Premier poll. That is a poll that is maintained by Pumpy Heart, who is a community member. And that represents a ranking of the, a poll of Tetris broadcasters, organizers, journalists, and then just whoever volunteered to rank people. And a poll is taken, and it's very much like college football rankings. I'm sorry, college like American football rankings. And then the results are collated and a top 25 is decided. And that is every single month, run by Pumpy Heart. And you go to premierpoll.com, and that's Premiere with an E at the end. Premiere, Poll. Not Premierpole. That would be weird. Anyway, we're experimenting with putting the rank on there. There's no good way to... I'm not going to put PP on there with a number. TegaMech says, I can't start earlier than the agreed time. Yeah, that's fine. I don't expect you to. We'll just improvise until the time. Don't worry about it. We're all good. But thanks for the update. 217 for Tugi, 145 for Tetris Time. TegaMech saying low key, kind of saying y'all need to get to a decider, so we have a smooth transition to the next match. TegaMech will be playing against Bluescuti is our next match. That's a Das Masters match. That's going to be pretty exciting. 246 for Tugi, 213 for Tetris Time. It is indeed Tetris Time, says Alex Lang in YouTube chat. Whoop says, I got my first T-spin. Sebi says, I saw NR, and as a former cuber, I thought, national record? Yeah, I don't really worry too much about rankings of individuals and in like as in their countries. Like, what's the difference? Like, it's a worldwide thing, and like the borders, like, you know, I don't know. If you live like 2 miles from the Canadian border, you're somehow ranked with somebody in Texas, but not with somebody in Toronto. You know what I mean? It just kind of seems arbitrary to me. And at least our policy here in CTM is that, yeah, we'll tell you where they're from just by way of interest, but people represent themselves individually. They're not interchangeable units of some national entity. 391 for Tugi, 321 for Tetris Time. TegaMech says, also, I almost overslept the match. Decided to have a short nap and it wasn't short. Well, you got to be careful, TegaMech, of those penalty points. Yeah, I don't, myself personally, I just don't get wrapped up in like, oh, the first Romanian player to get, like, what's the difference? Like, you're a person. Like, it doesn't matter. There's no inherent disadvantage to being a Romanian player. That means that you're, I don't know. You know, I don't get it. I mean, except for Canadians. Canadians are extra special. Other than that, I don't worry about it. 413 for Tetris Time, 441 for Tugi. $491 Tugi, $459 for Tetris Time. Tugi 4 lines ahead. You might be the best player in your state, so you like it. Okay. I mean, does your state constitution make it more or less difficult to play Tetris? You know, that's kind of why it's a little arbitrary to me, you know. It's fun in a playful way to, you know, have fun with it, but I don't really take it too much seriously to make a national ranking of it. That is not super important to me. Other people can think it's important, though, just not to me. 519 for Tugi, 529 for Tetris Time. Tetris Tugi 573, 560 for Tetris Time. Yeah, Moonbooks in Twitch chat. Really, the only relevance of someone's country is like it makes how difficult it makes them. It is for them to be scheduled right in a match. It's really the only difference someone's location makes to me. 617. Okay, Tetris Time. Going to uncover that right side well. Long bar. It goes in. Tetris. 646. 637 for Tugi. But people do want to know, like, where people are from. It's just very, you know, you can place them in your mind. And that's fine. $704 for Tetris Time. 648 for Tugi. Like, I'm trying to think. For example, I live in Austin, right? So, are there any top players who live in Austin? I don't know. But like, what if I were the best player in Austin? I'm still crappy. That doesn't, you know, it doesn't add anything to me just because no one lives near me. You know what I mean? I'm not the best. I mean, no, there's got to be a couple other players, right? SRV, Stevie Ray Vaughan does not play Tetris. 838 for Tetris Time, 751 for Tugi. Nichiro on Twitch says, hey there, for the controllers that the players use, are they original NES controllers or replicas? Either are fine. Any controller, so long as there's no turbo used or really large buttons, are fine. There's one other player in Austin. Well, technically, I think, well, I don't know who you're thinking of. But Jake Stein, for example, is another player in the area. He doesn't live in Austin. But he's in a neighboring town. Tetris for Tetris Time, 957. 960 for Tugi. So now we're into level 29. Tetris Time gets a long bar over for a Tetris, but not before kind of getting that S over to the left in kind of a awkward spot. So this board climbing a bit. AO2 for Tetris Time, AO7 for Tugi. Tetris Time's board starting to climb. Can he get anything down? Can Tugi get anything over? They're both going to top out at basically the same time. And Tugi was ahead by less than 2,000 points. So Tugi is going to hang on and take game number 2. All right, Whoops on YouTube says, I don't know, there's something to be said for an individual who does well from a country that doesn't have much of a scene. Robust communities raise skill across the board. Yeah, but I think the Tetris community is an online community primarily. Yeah, like, yeah, if you can visit like a Tetris friend, that's like good. But I think primarily the community is more online. I mean, yeah, that isn't to say people don't benefit from living in areas with other people, but $5D7C21, those are the pieces players. If you need a moment, that is totally fine. If the controller is not original, is there any specific replicas y'all recommend? Some people like the Hyperkin. Some people like the one that comes with the clone console, the one that's called the Classic N by Old School. But original controllers, if you're playing on a console, fairly easy to find and not super expensive. If you're playing on like PC and need like a USB controller, I don't know. I mean, I think Hyperkin makes a decent one. Tugi, how did he... I don't understand that. I guess I don't know all the drama about that person, so... How is he... Did he do something bad? I don't know. I have no idea. But I guess we don't have to discuss it here, but... I don't have any weird... I just don't know anything. I keep out of it. That way I don't know who's bad or not. But I doubt... I don't remember. I don't remember anything like that. For a PC, a keyboard is best. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree, Tega. All right, the pieces are here, though. 5D, 7C21. Thank you, Deck, for the pin. Ready 5D. Okay. 5D, 7C21. Okay. Let us go ahead and get them started in game number 3. Tugi up 2 games to none. Tetris Time needs to win this game to continue in the match. For PC, you can get an NES to USB adapter for about $20. I tried that once and I felt there was some sort of lag that was a deal breaker for me. Prime resub, Dan V, thank you so much. Dan V, we'll leave it up to you. Should I do CTM in June? You're so used to watching on YouTube, you forgot to sub. I think Dan V is going to say no, we should not do June. But we will have to stream, so I have an idea. If we don't do June, do you still get paid? No, of course not. Not Stupid Tetris Monthly, because I want people... I still need time to deal with that. What if we did mega community? This is my idea. I want you guys to think about that. What if we did... What if anybody who's made it into the community tournaments, like, or who's, been in them the last, let's say the last year and has played at least 2 or 3 of them, and who has never appeared above hopefuls. Like, you can be hopefuls and below, but you have to have appeared in community tournament. What if they are all invited to qualify for mega community? That was what I was thinking. What if we did that? Gave the Masters players a break. Oh, you don't know if you're eligible for that? Why, have you made it into futures? Who would be eligible, and how would I even know? Like, how could I determine that easily? Like, is there data around that? Could I even put that list together? You were in futures once after you won Hopeful Circuit? Oh, you failed. No mega community for you. $261 for Tetris Time, $281 for Tugi. So you never should have won Hopefuls. This is what I need to know. This is what I'm trying to work out. So Tugi and Tetris Time separated by 2,000 points in 2 lines. What about you never qualified into futures? Like if you, but you qualified into hopefuls, right? Oh, the double tuck for Tetris Time. So I don't know, if we came up with some kind of parameters, it might be too soon to do it in June though. You made HC after winning tier 1. Oh, well, you would be eligible. Like, let's say if you played the majority of your matches in community the last few whatever time period. 422 for Tetris Time, 419 for Tugi. Both very good paces. Yeah, there's got to be some parameters that exclude, smurfers and occasional people who underqual and things like that, right? There's got to be something like that. You've never played in CTM, but you're around tier 2 level. Would you be able to play? Nope. You got to have played already. That's it. We don't know. You could be smurfing the entire time, just waiting to take out the community level. This is to reward the community players, right? Who are already playing. 505 for Tetris Time, 520 for Tugi. You're doing your second month. Would you be eligible? I don't know. I literally just came up with it like last night while I was trying to sleep and failing because I'm an insomniac. Okay, Tetris Time. Going to bring this down. We're just a few lines away from 19. You fixed the stencil, TegaMech. You're my hero and a goat. The goat. Yeah, I don't know. You can give me your thoughts in my Vandy channel or something like that, or CTM channel. 521, awkward transition here for Tetris Time. Gotta bring this down. Okay, that is going to help. Still, though, this is a tough entry into 19. 526 for Tetris Time, 604 for Tugi. Both players pretty similar PB in uncapped open playstyle games. $569 for Tetris Time, $702 for Tugi. Right, Cat. Like it's something like that. Something along those lines. But Kat, you're the one who's in charge of those levels, so you're in charge now. 631 for Tetris Time. 7-6. Now that Chiller's gone, Crinkle's in charge. $664 for Tetris Time. There is a Tetris 694. I don't know. If you want to do something like that, Kat, I'll work with you. Tetris for Tetris Time, 733, 863 for Tugi. There's a skimming at Tetris for Tugi, 897. So Tetris Time back by about 160,000 points, ahead by 8 lines. 30 lines away from the 29 speed increase. And we can do it, Mega Master style. We can do it 64. We'll go flat bracket. How corruptible is cat surgery? I wouldn't let Crinkle anywhere near a leadership position in CTM if I had any doubt about her integrity. 871 for Tetris Time, 970 for Tugi. Tetris for Tetris Time, 941, max out for Tugi. You can clip it, Pines Cutely. 951 entry into 29. Yeah, clip it and edit it however you want there, Pines Cutely. So 955 Tetris Time. He's on 29. Tugi, 2 lines away from 29. All right, Tetris Time trying to bring this down, opening up this, or trying to open up this board. T's going to help a lot. Okay, board coming down. Wow, building out that right side. He's got a lot of burn material there to get pieces over to the left. A95 for Tugi. 993 for Tetris Time. Remember, 330 lines. That is the super kill screen. And that is basically where this game will end. That left side for Tugi. Oh, gets a bar over to fill out the left. Tetris Time with the heroic dig to bring this down. It's so tough. Oh, wow. Great piece for the left side. All right. Oh, no. Tugi's board is starting to climb. Tetris Time's board coming down. That's going to be a top out for Tugi at B20. Tetris Time has got a chase down opportunity, but now the board going in the wrong direction. And that is going to be a top out for Tetris Time at A28. And Tugi is good and will take game number 3 in a sweep of Tetris Time. Oh my word. Yeah, it was pretty rough RNG, but Tetris Time, of course, you did great and you've had a good run of success. Hope to see you here in subsequent months, but it is Tugi who will be moving on to the top 16. Congratulations, Tugi. You get to play dog playing Tetris, which I guess is that's a reward of some sort. I mean, there are no holes in that top 16, really. But Tugi, you are in the top 16 this month now, so GG's. Let's go ahead. I've reported the match. Let's take a look at our top 16 bracket situation now. And that's going to be, yeah, our whole right side of the bracket is done. They're just waiting on these lollygaggers on the left side. But it's going to be Dog versus Tugi, SV versus Deck, Dangler versus Fractal, Bluescuti versus Maisie. So, yeah, the top 8, who are waiting as sort of the gatekeepers into the rest of the tournament, and like the Iron Chefs of the flat bracket: Dog, SV, Dangler, Scooty, Sidnev, Eyeball, Cole, and Meme. That is tough. That is a tough 8 to crack, no matter which bracket you end up in. So, man, we will see what awaits these players who are earning their way into the top 16 through bracket play. So yeah, there is. I'm happy about the win. Happy that you didn't completely embarrass yourself this time. Yeah, you played well. Both players played well. A lot of awful sequences for both those players, but they handled it. And Tetris Time, of course, has had a run of success, so I imagine that will continue, although not this month, I guess. So there is more Tetris to be played today. So third one down, that's going to be Green, Das Masters, round 1 and round 2, TegaMech, Bluescuti, and AVgeek. We do have to start that in about 15 minutes. So yeah, we're not going to be in a position to play those early. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break, and then I'll have to set up those matches. So stay with us. I'm not going to raid you off for 15 minutes. You can hang out or leave or do whatever you got to do. Use the facilities, go get yourself a snack, whatever you got to do. Okay, I'm going to switch over the scene collection. There may be a little bit of the sound's going to go out, and there may be a little bit of a black screen and a pause and a bunch of whatever. So just hang on. Ready? Here we go. You going to be good? Okay, we're here. Oh, the music went down. Okay. I can raid Fractal again? Oh, maybe I can. You went dark. You are doomed. All right. Well, let me set up these. Here, we'll throw pre-roll on. There you go. And then I will set up the match, which I set up some of it, but still got a little more to do. Okay, Masters event. Goodbye. Hello, Das Masters event. And what is it? 18 and 31, huh? Pine Scully says, Andy Fractal Night Sharky is an insane bracket. I really think all the brackets, Stats Masters, this month are insane. I don't know 100% if this is true or not. And there are some players that, don't play Das Masters that otherwise do play other events. But I feel like this might be the most talent-dense Das tournament ever played. I could be wrong, but at least in my memory, which is admittedly not a good memory, but I feel like this is an especially talent-dense Das tournament. And I still have to fix this top 32. This is not an attractive way to do it. The one we do for Masters is better. But I will fix this. Watch out for username gold. Yeah. For real. Username gold came in. Let's see. Tuggi's in the pink bracket. Yeah, this is one of the stronger fields I've ever seen. AVgeek says, can't wait to get swept my first round. Oh my goodness. Oh, have some faith in yourself. What is this? Two-sided. Yeah, I still gotta change that. He hasn't had a capture card in like 2 years, but he's been getting really good while no one could see. What was wasn't gold in CTWC Das or Austria? Did they have a good? I feel like he had a good result there in one of those. Am I wrong? Man, maybe I'm wrong. No. Username gold lost in 2023 to an American, a U.S. American. Oh, he was in, yeah. And then you lost it. So Oof Means Egg took you both out. Look at that. All it takes is one American to go over to the Das tournament and lay waste to everybody over there. What's going to happen, guys, when Fractal and Meme, that's next month, by the way, CTWC's Worldwide Das Championship next month. No, not next month, July. It's July, not next month, July. Sorry. I keep thinking it's June because I'm in like CTWC mode, but 2 months away. Not even, maybe 6-7 weeks. Oh, it depends on when they arrive. Yeah, true. The travel does take it out of people. The jet lag. Yeah, I know that does seem to be a thing. At least coming over. Yeah, at least coming from Europe to the US, jet lag has been a problem. Because I guess you're playing later in the day. Your body is playing, later in the day on its schedule, but it's actually earlier in the day in the US, right? It's worse going east. Oh, got it. Jet lag going west is easy, but east is a nightmare. Oh, got it. I don't know that I just power through. Listen, I am, it's worse going east, says Dan V. Got it. Look at Scooty last year in Paris. Yep. Well, I don't know. I have sleep problems anyway, so when I've traveled, you know, overseas and things like that, it's kind of indistinguishable from just my normal sleep problems. Somalian is the only American ever to win a European tournament. Random fact. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's Dan V over on YouTube saying that, by the way. You did 5-hour time changes so much growing up, you got used to it. Yeah, I don't. When I travel, like I'm a mess anyway. Like I'm just. I don't think it matters too much for me, because I'm always a disaster. All right, I'm just gonna go mute for a little bit, guys, and then I gotta do a couple things, and then I'll be back in a few minutes. Play amongst yourselves. Okay. Who are these rolling cheaters playing DAS? I know they're going to cheat. Here, I posted in the cute channel in Discord, but this is the I mentioned earlier the cockatiels that Sue and I are obsessed with. So here's this cookie song. This is the one that we're obsessed with. Or I'll put it on YouTube as well. We're obsessed with this little cookie bird. All right, let me get TegaMech. It's pretty good. Fix the stencil slot. Okay. All right, look at these two. Yeah, so we're just obsessed with like the people who on that channel have a bunch of these little cockatiels, and they all sing the cutest little songs, and you know it's really like the same 5 songs over and over again, but a different variants, and they're just so cute. Yeah, the Kiffness did remix that song, but that remix that bird, but I don't care about that. That's not interesting to me. I think the birds on their own are just very cute. Okay. Well, players, let's very quickly do one of these where you go. Bow, now, now, now. Hey, everybody, it's your old pal Vandwell here, blah, blah, blah. DAS Masters, May 2025. Let's take a look at our rules. Oh, my God, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, we got to tell you what it is first. Yes, this is the green bracket. Put on your green bracket pants. TegaMech versus Bluescuti. The winner takes on Avgeek. And yet another person gets to take on Dog playing Tetris in this green bracket. Wait, is Dog number 2 in both tournaments? Is that what I'm given to understand here? Let's see. Dog number 2. Yeah, Dog. Dog is number 2 in both tournaments. Okay, well, another future victim of Dog playing Tetris to be determined. I kid, of course. Everybody's got a chance here. Especially in DAS, you know? Especially in a DAS tournament, everybody's got a chance. So that is what we're going to do. TegaMech versus Scooty, the winner versus AVgeek. And we have one more stream coming up tonight. It's going to be Maestro versus Zach Attack, a.k.a. Zach Gameswell, or Gameswell. Yeah, I mean, that could easily be a top 4 in any tournament for real. But, I mean, the rest of the tournament is totally cracked. Okay, Orange. You know, look at Orange. Knight, Sharky, Fractal, Andy. Yellow, Josh Tolles, Miles, Robin, Eliash. Okay, Blue, Vance Chroma, Scamper, NGC, Maestro, Zach Bendy, and Rorschach. Red. Poopy, Hana, Salted, Leo, Vice Bro, Gold, Tugi, Merker. I mean, they're all nuts. This might be the most cracked ass tournament ever. I'm not sure. Somebody can debunk it if they want to, but I'm going to believe that. Anyway, what we've got today anyway is that green bracket. The rules, you guys know the rules. Remember, this is, You just make sure you turn off all comfort mods, all mechanics and statistics, and any other appearance mods. No turbo functions, players, okay? Do not rapidly rotate that B button. Players should not receive any in-game real-time advice. Do not pause unless I tell you to. I'm not going to tell you to, so don't. Level 18 starts all the way through. Be prepared to re-roll your same P sets in between each game of every match. Hertz and input display. Make sure that's turned on. And remember, players, this is a DAS tournament. So if you want to play another play style that isn't DAS, you can play the other tournaments. This is a DAS tournament. Actually play DAS, right? Everybody knows what DAS is. That's what you're playing. Best of 5 throughout. Finals are best of 7. The winner gets absolutely something. That's a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $38.19. Thanks to those of you who have contributed to the prize pool so far. Appreciate that. If we get to $1,200, we will pay the top 8 instead of just the top 4. What am I doing here? Hello. Participant of. Wait. What? We want admin of. I don't know why. Oh, because we're not logged in. Let me log in real quick so I can keep track of who does what to whom. There we go. DAS Masters. We got it. Okay, we still have 22 claim codes left to go. So please head over to the Matcherino. Use the Matcherino command on Twitch or on YouTube to bring up the links. The third one is the one for DAS Masters. Click on that. It'll bring up the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. Once you logged in, you've got contribution options, including claim codes and, of course, straight cash homie, which is always appreciated. Thank you, Tetris Jazz, Huckax, Varchild, Pines Cutely, Fractal, Seventh Roommate, and all the rest of you. And just a quick reminder, if you want to support the channel, you can do that. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris, or the various support options on YouTube and Twitch. And you can also go to the merch store at ctm.wtf. Good enough. What if the prize pool is 1 cent? Will third and fourth each get 10 cents? Oh no, 1/10 of a cent. Yeah, they will get 1/10 of a cent. We should pay it out in Dogecoin. What do you think? Or Vandycoin. Maybe I should do a coin launch, you know? And then you guys can all bid it up and lose a bunch of money, and then I'll make $1 billion. What do you think? Pump and dump some meme coin for your old pal. Pumpy Heart and Dumpy Heart. Oh, poor Dumpy Heart. Wait till Pumpy Heart's like 47, then you can call him Dumpy Heart, you know? BMI starts to climb. Okay, players, I'm going to go ahead and give you some pieces. The pieces are coming. Not sure if you would commit financial fraud for me? No, I would be committing financial fraud. You guys would just buy it with the expectation that it goes up, but I would already hold a bunch of it, and then I would just sell it at its peak, and then, you know, you guys would be stuck holding the bag. So it would be I who'd be committing the financial fraud. You would be the victim of financial fraud. Thank you for the opportunity to clarify. Appreciate that. Pieces are B8ED99, B8ED99. You accidentally went offline? A likely story. Here, let's refresh both of those streams here just to be sure. Crime is legal, so you're okay with it? I appreciate it. Bluescuti has entered his Hawaiian shirt phase, and I am here for it. You got to hit up Costco. There's a certain time of year when you go to Costco and they've got a great array of Hawaiian shirts at good prices here. You know, you don't want to pay Tommy Bahama prices, right? B8ED99. So yeah, get divide by 0 to take you over to that Costco. You can load up. B8ED99. Casual Fridays in Stillwater. True. All right, looks like both players are ready. Classic Tetris Monthly, Das Masters, TegaMech, and Bluescuti. Let us get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, what is this? Green bracket? Let me filter my little thing here. Green. Yes, it is a DAS tournament. Players will play DAS. It's good to see TegaMech back in a CTM event. Love to see it. On the left side, it is TegaMech, qualified into this tournament with a 1.02 million. That's the average of his best 2 DAS games played in a 60-minute qualifying round. TegaMech from Sweden got an, I believe, a DAS PB. Is this correct? 1.256 million. That's good for 29th on the overall list. TegaMech was also ranked in the most recent DAS Premier poll. That was in April at the 18th ranked DAS player on that list, despite really not getting a ton of competitive reps. TegaMech goes in and out. Will probably play, I'm assuming, I don't know, in the DAS, CTWC's DAS event. And I'm assuming he'll play in July. I hope so. That would be good to see. TegaMech is a former winner of the Classic Tetris European Championship. That was in 2023. Took out Tetris Schnecke in a best of 9 decider, 5-4 in C-Tech in 2023. Is also a 2-time Futures Circuit winner in 2021 and 2022. Also finished second in C-Tech 2024 in the top 4 of 2021. Also was top 4 in CTWC's DAS Championship in 2024. And you may have seen TegaMech in the Austria Regional that just happened a bit ago and the previous year. He's also played in CTWC in the online years, 2020 and 2021. Played is my euphemism for it. Didn't get very far, but, you know, they get credit for playing. So that is TegaMech, also a former CTM moderator. Are you still a mod in the Discord? I don't even know. I think TegaMech renounced all moderator duties, I think. I don't remember. but also, you know, one of the early moderators in the Classic Tetris Monthly Discord. And of course, famous as Taco Mike in Jonas's streams. That was a famous moment back in Jonas's community. On the right side, it is Bluescuti. Scooty, of course, you know, as a 6-time CTM Masters event winner, is still active in Mega Masters. Well, sort of. He's going to be playing the third place match against Neko tomorrow. So be sure to check that out. Scooty also runner-up in CTWC's North American Dash Championship, the Jonas Cup. Several high finishes in CTWC. And TegaMech gonna top out at 260. Just could not handle hearing all of his accomplishments listed in one place at one time. So Bluescuti is good in game number 1. And the tradition of not letting me get through the intros in Das Masters continues. He wanted to hear his own, but he wanted to cut off Scooty's accomplishments. True, but that just means I'm going to repeat some of them. All right. So Scooty is good in game number 1. New pieces, players, when you are ready. 8D61B7. Twitch has like a 40-second delay. Okay, no worries. Yeah, that's fine. We get it. Really big drought. Got it. C9ED99. Nope, you are not ready, TegaMech.
You just got seat checked.
It is. We re-roll. 8D61B7. 8D61B7. Yeah, we don't increment in CTM land. You know, you're not going to get us. All right, both players are on seed. Both players are ready. So Bluescuti up 1-0. Here is game 2 about to start. Anyway, as I was saying, Bluescuti qualified into this tournament. Seed number 31 with a 950K average of 2. Of course, you know Bluescuti has got a 1.14 million according to the leaderboard on DAS. Now, I feel like it's higher, but that's what is on the leaderboard, so that's what I'm going with. And if you want me to get it right, you got to put it on there, folks. But anyway, Bluescuti, of course, you know as the first ever game crasher, a member of the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame, at a huge, monstrous 2024, 2025 in CTM. And you've seen Scooty in Kansas City and in Stillwater regionals. Scooty is the number 1 ranked player on the Open Premier poll. Not ranked S, though. Has been ranked in the past, but kind of goes up and down. Of course, Scooty concentrating mainly on Open playstyle tournaments. 100,000 here for Bluescuti, 139 for TegaMech here in game number 2. Vanda, did you drink any water today? No, but I have had like half a gallon of coffee. Does that count? Pines Cutely with the online facts. Scooty's 2 scores for his DAS qual this month were both from a 19 start. Yeah, coffee is like water plus stimulants. So it's like the best of both worlds. 208 for TegaMech, 169 for Bluescuti. You will see on the screen above the players' names and stat lines that we do have input displays for those of you who are new to these kind of tournaments. For our DAS tournaments, we do have players show their controller inputs, and there's also like what's called a tap counter, and it will, or a tap meter, whatever you want to call it, and it measures the speed of their most recent tap. It does not change with every single piece, but if a player does, tap a piece, it will show the speed of the most recent one, and if you don't see it changing, it means they're not tapping. We do allow players to have a single quick tap. That would not necessarily display on that since it's at the end of a DAS sequence. But, if they do have to slow tap a piece here and there after losing DAS, that is perfectly within bounds, although they are not supposed to really stay slow tapping or hyper tapping for several pieces in a row. They should be actually playing DAS. 254 for Bluescuti, 329 for TegaMech. Coffee does not count as water? Oh no. Drink water? All right, I do have water here as well. Just wait till you're older, Ayana. You might you might have a different view on it. That's what kids love hearing. Wait till you're older. That's one of the best. They love hearing that. 330 for Bluescuti. That's like top tier things kids love to hear. The Vits filled in for Bluescuti. No, water is good. I always feel good with water. And it is a good habit to do. Although, I don't know. Sometimes I suspect we all might be a little overhydrated, but I don't know anything, so. 338 for Bluescuti, 472 for TegaMech. Ron of Rainbows says Tega was also one of the first rollers going Game 5 with Dog and CTM the same month it was made public. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can also go back in some of the lore around rolling, including, how should we grip the controller? How should we anchor it? Of course, Tega was the artist behind one of the most iconic images in all of classic Tetris history of, anchoring the controller on the heel of the foot. So you can find that in various places. An iconic image. 459 for Bluescuti, 504 for TegaMech. Okay, there's the flat T-burn there for Bluescuti. Going to transition a little high with a covered well, but getting out of it and gets the Tetris. 512 for him, 589 for TegaMech. Tetris Bluescuti, 562, 594 for TegaMech. We're on level 20. And TegaMech with a very light, it's a very light capture there, right? It's almost white, like it's just very, it's like tinted very lightly. All of his pieces here, so that's pretty interesting. 629 for TegaMech, 619 for Bluescuti. And I posted this in CTM and in the Norg Discord, but I know some people have an issue with their capture being sparkly or hard to capture on Nestris.org. And I have discovered, at least for me, and you may want to try this if you have the same kind of capture problems for OCR, that if I use dark mode on Tetris Gym under the OG setting, I get a very reliable capture. I think it's because of the contrast. So give that a shot. Try doing dark mode OG if you're playing on Norg, and you might have a better capture. I just wanted to popularize that tip, and I also want to see if other people have the same experience. 734 for TegaMech. Now I tried it on dark mode teal and it did not work very well. I got sparkles, but 722 for Bluescuti, 765 for TegaMech. All right, Bluescuti going to take this down. See if he's going to try to build for a Tetris on the left well. He is, and he does, and he gets it. 765 for Scooty, 831 for TegaMech. We're on level 25. Tetris is here worth 31,200. A skimming a Tetris there for Bluescuti, 798. Skimming a Tetris for TegaMech. He's ahead by 2 lines and ahead by 35,000 points. It's about a Tetris lead. Barrett says Skibbity Tetris. I don't know what you're referring to. People are always typing that in chat, and I don't know what prompts him to do that. It's just totally weird and arbitrary, apropos of nothing. But thank you for your contribution, Barrett. 902, a skimming a Tetris there for Bluescuti. Tetris TegaMech, 981. 7 lines to go for Tega. We are very close here. Scooty really needs to set up for 2, but can he even get 1 now on that left side? And I think Tega gets a long bar over, has the max out. Scooty is going to top out at 942, and Scooty really needed to set up for 2 to have a chance, and hung that bar on the right side, and there were holes anyway. So Tega gonna get a game back, and we are tied. Okay, new pieces for these players. When you're ready, you can take a moment if you need it. 04A930. 04A930. Oh my God, they are trying to kill me. Another stream has been added to tomorrow. Oh my God, you guys. That's fine. Do it. Kill me. It's fine. Crinkle and Zempro. I don't know why I put the 2 people who hate me most in the world in charge of scheduling me, but tomorrow another stream has been added. Oh, that's fine. We'll get it done. We're going to get it done. I'll get through it. 04A930. Whoops. Both players have signaled ready. Let's go. Game number 3. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 3. No rainbow start. So let me count tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow we have a DAS Pink Bracket 10 a.m. That's 2 matches. Mega Masters, that's another 2 matches. Yellow Masters, another 2 matches. DAS Masters, red and orange. So that's 9 matches tomorrow. They're all trying to kill me. That's fine. It's a conspiracy. Zempro and Crinkle want to take over CTM. And so they figure if they can just run me down, then I'll just give up. I will no retreat, no surrender. I will never give up. I'm hanging on until the bitter end. But like nearly nonstop streaming from 10 a.m. until about 11 p.m. tomorrow. What am I doing? What am I doing? And then just one random hanger-on match on Sunday. Just in case I thought I'd be able to sleep it off on Sunday. No, we got a noon match. That's it on Sunday. 148 for TegaMech, 164 for Bluescuti. I love those guys. Bring it on. I cannot be defeated. Kaye Nordengard says, fellow Swede checking in after not keeping super up to date the last year. Thrilled to see Tega going strong. Keep us proud, man. Thank you, 38 months, Kaye Nordengard. Yeah, we're gonna do basically 13 hours of streaming tomorrow. Oh my god. What am I doing? 260 for Scooty, 267 TegaMech. Wowies. So I'm going to take every opportunity I can to take a break tomorrow, so just be aware. I'm not playing Norg in between streams, okay, folks? 332 for Bluescuti, and then I'm just going to crash on Monday and Tuesday, although I do have streams on those days, but they're light days. 337 TegaMech, 332 Bluescuti. We're going to be done with this month in record time. We'll just be like, we'll be done by the 15th. Nope, I didn't do it today either. But yeah, I'm trying to pace myself, man. $342 Tega, $358 for Bluescuti. We are a month out from CTWC. So curious who in chat is going. Not going. Yeah, let me know your CTWC status in chat. It's looking like I will not be going. Second year in a row that I will not be going. But we're gonna do a watch party stream, I think, here on Monthly Tetris. TegaMech not going. Pine's cutely going. Java T. We'll see. Maddie going. Great. If you could. So for those of you who can't go and want an old pal to watch with, we'll do a watch party stream. Java T not going. Well, I'm surprised by that. All right, Bluescuti, Grandpa and Grandma going. Now that would be funny if they went, but Bluescuti was not going. It's like, yeah, no, we're fans. We don't care about Scooty anymore or whatever. Forget Scooty. We're going. Tetris. 495 for Scooty, 475 TegaMech. Mr. Burrow, you're going? Nice. But anyway, yeah, we will have a hangout watch stream. Obviously, we will not be rebroadcasting their stream, but we'll hang out. We'll react to it. We'll whatever, do what we got to do in between. 572 for Bluescuti, 492 for TegaMech. Cousin Avi's going. Hazel's going. Okay, Tetris TegaMech 525.99 for Bluescuti. Okay, nice little triple and a Tetris for Scooty. 634. Tega's got holes in multiple rows and columns, so he's got to get this taken care of. Being careful not to cover these other holes, but kind of unavoidable at times. Oh no, the middle of that board, that is going to take some doing for TegaMech. Bluescuti with a great looking board, TegaMech with like the exact opposite board. All right, but he's getting it down. 702 for Bluescuti on 22. Tetris Scooty 762. TegaMech almost out of this dig, but really just 50 lines to go. TegaMech back by 190,000 points. So he's going to have to make up some ground here over the next 50 lines. Tetris TegaMech 613, 797 Bluescuti. The winner of this match will be taking on AVgeek. Tetris for Scooty, $8.99, $6.88 for TegaMech, and I think Tega has got to go probably nearly perfect. And the problem is you need the blocks to cooperate. Couple of center well Tetrises for TegaMech. And that left side is going to be a problem for Tega. And yeah, not well. He gets a long bar in the middle, but yeah, he's like, nah, I know where this is headed. Bluescuti with the max out on 28. Scooty goes up 2 games to 1. And yeah, anybody else going CTWC as far as, I know most of the major top players going, but I'm just curious which of you are going on as a fan, on a fan basis, or to play silver and bronze. Just curious. Anyway, new pieces for these players. You can take a moment if you need it. A9, A7, EE. But yeah, take a moment if you need. Tim is not going this year. Oh, Tim. You're going to qual but not compete. Oh, right. Yeah. Uncompetitive. Yeah, you're going to qualify or not make it. AVgeek wanted to 100% LA's metro system while there, but one of their lines is closed. Oh, rip. Excuse me. A9A7EE. Okay, both players are on seed. Both players are ready. It is game number 4. Tega needs to tie it to force a decider. Scooty looking to wrap it up right now. Yeah, I have not. I didn't go last year, so I don't really know. And of course, I didn't go when it was in LA the first 2 years of CTWC, so I don't know what it's like to be out in that area for an extended period of time. I've really not spent a lot of time in California. I've been, through it, but, for example, I was at a conference when I was in college, and I just hung out in Irvine, you know, I did not go anywhere. I just hung out in the hotel at Irvine, so I didn't see anything of Los Angeles. Yeah, I'm almost certainly not going again. I mean, I guess never say never, but... $74,000 TegaMech, $94,000 Bluescuti. CTM is better? Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, CTWC is a great... You know, it's a live tournament. It's a flagship event of the classic Tetris scene. So, you know, it's a great event. Just not going to be able to make it out there this year as far as I can tell. 144 for Bluescuti, 145 for TegaMech. Better to stay at home? Oh, no, that's sour grapes. Bluescuti Tetris 167, 149 for TegaMech. Hazel says, going for the pressure makes you play worse but better at the same time. Yeah, you got to get out there and test yourself, you know, in live tournament conditions. I think that's an experience worth having. 215 for Bluescuti, 218 for TegaMech. And, you know, just in case you're wondering, it has nothing to do with all the restraining orders that are out for me, you know. Totally has nothing to do with it. Tetris TegaMech 264, 284 for Bluescuti. I would like to go next year. I'm going to try to make an effort to go next year. I don't want... But I still think I might do Jonas Cup this year. I do like Jonas Cup, and, you know, CTWC is a great event, but I just feel like in some ways I'm more invested in Jonas Cup. I just love that event. 358 for Bluescuti, 335 for TegaMech. Yeah, Corian is going this year, and that's like, as soon as that was announced, that was my biggest regret, because I love Corian, and I met Corian back in 2019. 428 for Bluescuti, 387 for TegaMech. Who knows the next time they'll show up? Yeah, for real. Hopefully they do have time to settle in and overcome that jet lag like we were talking about before, because I think that did, or at least it's been said that it affected, you know, Corian, although he did finish in the finals in 2019, and, you know, Green Tea has been in the semifinals, so, you know, I don't know if that's... I don't know. 503 for Bluescuti, 464 for TegaMech. And yeah, they're going to do the TGM4 tournament there. That was kind of a last-minute addition to the whole thing. I wish there had been an opportunity to announce that earlier, but the game was only itself, you know, announced or released, you know, just like, what, a month ago or 2 months ago? In 2019, they got to the US on like Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, I think because previous years, like maybe their underperformance was attributed to jet lag, maybe. 561 for TegaMech on 19, 620, or at least their perceived underperformance, you know. Whether they did or not, there's really no way to know. 629 for Bluescuti. Tetris TegaMech 612. There's one Scooty 654. 2 lines apart. Scooty is like 30 or 42,000 points ahead. But yeah, we you know, assuming I'm not going, which is like 90%, we will do a watch stream here, and we'll all hang out, and I'll have my spicy takes, all my spicy takes. Tetris TegaMech 673, 693 for Bluescuti, 721 after a Tetris run. Level 22. TegaMech needs to win this game to extend this match. All right, Scooty, though, in a bit of a pickle and tops out at 722. So TegaMech with a chase down. 723 is the target. And Tetris's here wouldn't be quite enough, but yeah, another triple or so would do it. And so he knows the situation. You can tell now the more conservative stacking. And yeah, just a couple lines away. There's a double, and that double will do it. TegaMech has won game 4 and forced a deciding game number 5. The one misdrop top out. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's DAS for you. That's why, you know, again, 5 games seems like it's not enough, but 7 games seems like it's too much. So there's no easy answer there. GG's Tega. All right, Eliwa in chat, rooting on or cheering on TegaMech. Here are the pieces players, 7D1343. Again, you can take a moment if you need to. TegaMech. Tomorrow, Cousin Avi, tomorrow. It's one of the 7,000 matches we'll be streaming tomorrow. 7D1343. Okay, both players on seed. Both players have signaled ready. Let's get them going here. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. The winner goes to round 2. By the way, if you're watching right now and you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, did you know that you get a Twitch Prime subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice every single month? Did you know that? Now, it is use it or lose it, so you don't want to lose it. And it costs nothing extra for you, but it does give a little bit of a financial boost to the streamer to whom you grant this very cherished whatever. And if you want to grant it to us once in a while, that would be really great. Just don't lose it, whatever you do. You just got to connect your Twitch and Amazon accounts if they're not already. 48,000 for TegaMech as we get started here in game 5. The winner will take on AVgeek in round 2, which is, I guess, technically the round of 24. And how great is it that we can do a top 32 DAS tournament every single month? I mean, that is just what a difference from where we were a year ago. This tournament did not exist. There really wasn't much. But now, Jonas Cup was something that was sort of, in the works. It was being planned. There was the CTWC DAS championship that, takes place in Germany, where a lot of players can't, go, at least from the US anyway. And now we've got monthly, basically 32-player DAS tournament. There's DAS Champions League now. There's all this other stuff that has come up. So the DAS scene thriving. 158 TegaMech, 197 Bluescuti. I mean, a year ago, Pixelandy had not won, 5 out of these 7 tournaments, and of course was known as an excellent DAS player, but I don't think we really knew just how dominating he would be, given regular competitive opportunities. So yeah, it's a totally different kind of thing from when we were just a year ago. Pretty excited for how it's all going. 266 for Bluescuti, 205 for TegaMech. Oh, there's a brouhaha outside. There's all kinds of sirens and yelling. Outside, no idea what's going on. $300 for TegaMech, Tetris for Bluescuti, 381. They're 2 lines apart. Bluescuti almost just about a 3.5 Tetris lead. Oh, the creation of DAS Elo as well. I don't know what's going on out there. It's a beautiful day in the Vandy hood. A beautiful day for a Vandy. There's so much crime. There's so much crime. 449 for TegaMech. 368 for... Wait, what did I say? 449 for Bluescuti. 368 for TegaMech. There it is. $414 Tega, $472 Scooty. 2 lines apart. 81,000 point lead for Scooty. This is an excellent pace for Scooty. Not bad either for TegaMech. Tetris for Scooty, 565 through 114. So Scooty threatening here another 600K transition, which in DAS is always so impressive to me. I mean, I've had 600K transitions. I've had 700K transitions, but in comp, it is just very impressive. Chaotic Hazel, why isn't the decider on the D in DAS Masters? Yeah, I don't know. And it's all caprice, right? It doesn't matter. As long as it's on the screen. There's no rules. $625 transition for Bluescuti, but does have to downstack a little bit. Tega, I'm going to bring this board down as well. All right, Tega got to open up that right. Gets a long bar over, brings it down. Kind of touch and go there for Tega, but still around 575. Good. It's a good score on 20. 662 though for Bluescuti. So just about a 90,000 point lead for Scooty. Yeah, so Scooty is Not really scored a lot since that transition. 675. TegaMech has really been burning the entire time, though, so it really didn't hurt him that much. All right, Tega set up. And if you're Tega, this is where you just want the game to spam you long bars. Oh no, kind of a mistuck there for TegaMech with that J. Tetris Scooty 776.04 for TegaMech. All right, little tuck there for Tega, has to regain DAS. All right, Tega has uncovered. Now needs to be pretty efficient here. Just 40 lines to go until level 29. That speed is going to double. It is virtually unsurvivable for DAS players. Bluescuti knows he can take the brakes off a little bit if he wants to. Does create a gap here. 847 Scooty, 713 for TegaMech. Tetris for Tega, 746, 853 Scooty. So TegaMech still within shouting distance. Long bar over Tetris Tega, 781. He's now within 70,000 points. And Tetris is here worth over 30,000 points. So this is still possible for Tega. But every burn, you're like, oh my goodness. Okay, see what he can do. Long bar over. Oh no, the hang for TegaMech. And that is going to seal it. He cannot survive. He's going to top out at 785. And Bluescuti is good in this decider. TegaMech had a chance because Scooty was slowing down a little bit, being a little bit more conservative, trying to just stay alive and keep adding points even if they weren't Tetrises. But yeah, TegaMech tried, did what he could, knew the assignment, but ultimately it is Bluescuti who is going to survive here. Scooty takes the match 3-2. GG's to TegaMech, always a pleasure. And TegaMech really maybe not as active as he once was, but really and truly a foundational member of the classic Tetris community. So it's always good to see him here. Game 4 had the rainbow start. Did it really? Wait, it did? It doesn't count, though, because it was DAS. No, I'm kidding. Did Game 4 had the rainbow start? Oh, my goodness. You just confirmed. Oh, my word. Here, you got to go back and clip that somehow. We need to see that. All right, GG's to TegaMech. We're going to set up the next match. It's going to be Scooty coming out of the 31 seed, taking out 18 seed TegaMech. What is the rainbow start? The rainbow start is the game starting off with all 7 pieces in a row, not repeating. Pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and run an ad. We'll set up this AVgeek match. And what is this, 15? Yeah, this is seed 15. And Scooty, 31. Yeah, I can't believe I missed it. I mean, I believe I missed it because you can't check every single time. But I'm glad it happened. It happened. Now we know. Yeah, if I could get a clip of it, that would be great. I don't know if that's possible, but that would be great. The rainbow starts. You happen to check just that one time, and that was when it was. All right, hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Let's take a look. We all need to experience it again. Let's see, display, window capture. I guess I'll add this. And how do I configure it? Oh yeah, so rainbow start. There it is. Hold on. All right, ready? Yeah, here it is. There it is. Oh, but it's very unsatisfying because the clip ends before it's placed. Oh my goodness. All right. ZJTLSO long bar. Wow. Oh my God. How do I? That's crazy. Now we just need them in alphabetical order. Wow. Oh, I'm. It's amazing. Holy mackerel. All right, let's set up this match for goodness sake. Wow. It's gonna go viral, guys. That is gonna go totally viral. People are gonna go, oh my God, I can't believe 7 Tetris pieces in a row. Holy crap. I guess I'm not as excited as I thought I would be having seen it. I don't know what I expected, like my life to change. I'm not sure, but it's all right. That's great. It's very good. Thank you for clipping that. Really appreciate it. And now we know it can happen. Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you. With a rainbow start. All right, let's see. 18, 15, 31. Get rid of that decider. 0. It's round 2 now. Oh, wait, you guys can't hear the music. I'm like singing along. I'm bopping along to the music. You can't even hear it. Okay, my people. Yeah, we got to clip it and ship it to Linespin Media, the Rainbow Star. But I have to pretend that I saw it. You know, I got to re-record the commentary. I can't believe I didn't look, because I've been looking and I can't believe I didn't see it. Damn it. Dr. Zytho, first time chatter, thank you. Sweep this kid nice and quick so we can make it for your CTL match. Oh my word. 659C35 players. Someone should have made a bet on whether Vandy would see it or miss it. I mean, the miss it is a good bet. Depending, well, we don't know what the odds are, but straight bet, you know, just totally straight bet. Yeah, Vandy gonna miss it. Players, make sure your Hertz and input displays are turned on. I'm sure you have, but let's just make 100% sure. And of course, your level 39 super kill screen, just in case. Just kidding. What are the odds of the 7-piece start? 0.6%. So it's not like astronomical, but it's uncommon. Okay. We are here. And we are about to start round 2 of the Classic Tetris Monthly Das Masters Green Bracket AVgeek versus Bluescuti. I should check the seeds, make sure that they are good. 659C35, they are good. The players are good. We're all good. And they are about to start in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. All right, Bluescuti going to go up and do some jumping jacks first. All right, we have begun. Let me get rid of that window capture. What are you doing here? Yeah, get out of here. Okay, on the left side, it is AVgeek, last month's finalists or the previous month's finalist. We didn't have one last month, but in March, AVgeek was the finalist in Das Masters against Dog. And of course, AVgeek finds herself in the same bracket as Dog this time. And Bluescuti with the early top out. AVgeek gonna take game number 1. Oh my goodness. So AV, you are good in game number 1, I promise. You can stop playing. But yeah, Scooty just built up a little bit too high. Didn't have any burn options on the left, and then it just all went from there. Okay. And the Das tradition, the Das Masters interruptus tradition continues. All right, new pieces. D640 F4. D640 F4. Yeah, when people say go Scooty, they don't mean like go away as quickly as possible. They mean they want you to win. D640 F4. Okay. It's game number 2. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. So anyway, on that left side, AVgeek qualified into this tournament with a 1.039 million. That's the average of her best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. AVgeek from the USA. AV means aviation, not audiovisual. There's a DAS PB of 1.26 million. That's good for about 23rd in the overall list. And is number 10 in the Premier Poll rankings. That is Pumpy Heart's Premier Poll. A quarterly now ranking of DAS players. You go to premierpoll.com, PremierPoll.com. And AVgeek was the runner-up in the most recent one. That was March against Dog playing Tetris. This tournament still remains the Arteaga Cup, 5 times won by Pixelandy, 2 times by Dog. AVgeek is a former Hopeful Circuit winner, was top 4 in our Lone Star Das tournament in 2022. Also top 4 in the silver bracket of CTWC last year, and 7th in the Jonas Cup. That is AVgeek. On the right side, it is Bluescuti, who qualified in with a 950 and defeated TegaMech in round 1 to get here to round 2. Got a DAS PB of 1.14 million. Is the first ever player to crash the game and had a heck of a 2024 and into 2025 with like what, a streak of 9 finals, or was it 9 or 10, whatever that was. 6 overall CTM Masters event wins. 2nd in Jonas Cup last year, semifinalist in CTWC 2023. Bluescuti has been in the finals of Masters, by the way, 10 times. And in the semifinals, an additional 2 times. Both of those times that Bluescuti was in the semifinals and did not advance, those were both in Mega Masters, 2024 and 2025. So if Scooty gets to the semifinals, he's getting to the finals. The only exceptions were like the deepest tournaments of the year. So pretty amazing run for Bluescuti. You probably also saw Bluescuti at Kansas City and Stillwater regionals last year. 270 for Bluescuti, 329 for AVgeek. We're up 1-0. AVgeek is. And yeah, Scooty fam, you got to get Scooty out to Costco during peak Hawaiian shirt time. You can, they got good deals on, Tommy Bahama knockoffs. Tetris AVgeek 398, 295 for Bluescuti. Now, this is not the last match of the day. It will be the last match for a while. But we do have a solo match coming up tonight. And that's going to be in the purple bracket in Das Masters. That's just a solo match, round 1. Maestro versus Zach Attack. Or Zach Gameswell. And that'll be at 9:30 Central. I think that's what, 2:30 UTC? Shiro Fight says, why only kids play this old game this days? Where are the old Tetris dudes? The old Tetris dudes, they are too slow to keep up with the kids. And they got, jobs and kids and businesses. They don't have time to sit there and get good at Tetris, right? $418 for Bluescuti, $463 for AVgeek. The website is now Premier Poll. That's true, but that link will take you to premierpoll.com, so not a big deal. Pumpy can go in and edit it if he wants to. He still has access. Or I'll get it at some point. $490 for Bluescuti, $478 for AVgeek. $560 for Bluescuti, $550 for AVgeek. Josh says, wait, we had a rainbow start? Yes, we did. It was game 4, Bluescuti versus TegaMech. We gotta clip it and ship it to Lionspin Media. I gotta resurrect that channel. I just can't seem to find. I mean, I have the time, but it's like when I do have the time, I'm just wiped, It's all right. We're doing it. Pines Cutely is the new top clipper at 9 views. I didn't know there was a clips leaderboard. And there you go. 633 AVgeek, 623 for Bluescuti. Rogue Potato with the 1684 contribution. It's going to bring us up to 5678, 5678 in the prize pool. Thank you so much, Rogue Potato. Said with no cute emphasis at all. It's totally flat. All right, 672 for AVgeek, 685 for Bluescuti. I thought I would see some old guys, at least in the DAS format. Yeah, I mean, Tega is in late 20s. You do see Matt Martin in the tournament every once in a while. We had Josh Tolles, who is a CTWC veteran going back to 2012, I believe. So, yeah, they do pop in here and there, but I don't know. I think most of the time they don't know how a capture card works or how to use the internet. We saw Jeff in the early days. Boom Jeff, 808 Bluescuti, 768 for AVgeek. Tetris AVgeek, 804. 843 Bluescuti. Tetris for Scooty, 876. AVgeek, Tetris, 839. Scooty ahead by about 37,000 points. All right, trying to find something for that left side that doesn't lead to some crazy dependency as we head into 29. So 8 lines to go. AVgeek really needs to score like 2 Tetrises. I don't know how she's going to do it. Or maybe just the one will do. I'm not sure, but that's going to be a top out 9-12. And Bluescuti is good in game number 2, and we are tied. All right, players, I'm going to drop you some more pieces. When you're ready, you can take a moment. That was not seeds. Yeah, that was not seeds. Sorry about that. Wrong button. Sorry about that. E0508F. I think I just cut my lip. Keyboard is fine too. Do you mean is keyboard allowed in competitive play? Yeah, it is. As long as you are... You can't use any large button. You've got to use the standard square buttons on the keyboard. You can't map, more than one button to the same type of input, so you can't have multiple spam left keys or anything like that. So one button per input, one input per button, normal size keys. Like the size of the letters. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and get these players started. Well, it was once a best of 5, now a best of 3. And there we go. Shiro Fight says nothing against these kids. They made old Tetris popular again from 2023 to today. All the way back in 2023, Tetris has been popular again since then. And their achievements are very impressive. All right. A long legacy of 18 months of NES Tetris being popular again. What an 18 months it's been, guys. All right, we're underway here in game number 3. What's up, Chen? MTPA make Tetris popular again? What are you talking about, Guam? It's been popular again since 2023, all the way back then. 162, Bluescuti, 106 from AVgeek. Tetris Scooty, 185, 151, AVgeek. Who's over on YouTube right now? Antoine, Josh, Whoops, DJ Mr. Burrow, David E. Some other language that I don't know. Super Kai is here. Thomas, Super Mark, Michael, Steel CE, the other Josh. All the stars are here. Christopher Winter. All the stars. Arbaro says, it has been almost a year and a half since Scooty's game crash. Yep, that is true. RXS, Ace Hardcastle, Tetris Ranger, Arbaro, Guam, Chen, Oma, Red Star, Bluescuti's Grandpa, Shiro, Chaotic Hazel, Barrett, Hana, Pines Cutely, Zuli, Zempro, Kip. They're all hanging out. Scooty in trouble. It's going to be a top out from Bluescuti at 278. Chase down situation for AVgeek, but not an easy board to chase down on. That long bar is going to help a lot. That uncover is going to help. That dirty Tetris is going to help a lot. So really just a great series of pieces for AVgeek. One more line clear should do it in game number 3. And there it is. AVgeek is good. Goes up 2 games to 1. All right, players, take the moment if you need it. Don't forget, we do have a prize pool, people. And current prize pool is at $56.78, 5678. I know someone does not like that it says 5678, so get in there and ruin it. Go ruin it. We still have 8 claim codes in Masters and 17 in DAS Masters. C3DE83, C3DE83. Both players are on seed. Game number 4. AVgeek looking to wrap it up right now. Bluescuti needs to force a decider.
We prefer doing things our own way.
All right, AVgeek setting up the Vits and covering the Vits. 25 cents has been added to the prize pool in virtue of that claim code. Thanks to Alfalfa Field and another one from RXS. Thank you, folks. While you're there, consider kicking in $5. Why not? Just think about it. Tetris Scooty, 48,027 for AVgeek. After a bit, so that is that's going to be rough there. Now that should be accessible. Just going to burn this down. A couple more. Well, we're not going to be able to burn it down a couple more rows. Just going to have to get that bar over when it comes. And the bar gets over. No problem getting that one in. So AVgeek's stack going to come down. We'll get to work on that. 44,118 for Bluescuti. All right, Big Pile with the 25-cent contribution. Thank you. Those Guam dollars, those are a lot different than US dollars. Oh wait, it is the US. Oh, it's like an airplane, like really low. Oh my goodness. It's like chaos over here. There's sirens and crime. Airplanes flying low. All right, AVgeek gonna take that triple. Maybe reestablish another Tetris. Well, we'll see, but no, has to chop it down just before that bar comes. All right, Scooty looking to uncover. All right, the middle of AVgeek's board. As a Tetris well needs to nail this T-spin, does. It's at long bar in for a triple just to bring this board back down to safety. Long bar Tetris Scooty 248. And AVgeek is out of the dig at 135. Vandy commentating on the crescendo of strange noises outside as the zombie apocalypse pops off. Yeah, I mean, if there was an apocalypse, zombie or otherwise, and I'm in the middle of a Tetris stream, I'll be undeterred. I mean, what am I going to do about it, right? May as well just keep going. Yeah, Whoops had a helicopter circling around. My word. $342 Bluescuti 209 AVgeek. Tetris for AVgeek 232. A skimming a Tetris for Bluescuti 371. So the lines are tied and Scooty is up by about 140,000 points. All right, Kipteron theorizing about tanks versus zombies. Julie says Skibbity. Yeah, I don't know why people keep posting that. That doesn't make any sense to me, but you guys are obsessed with Skibbity. Your brains have all rotted. Tetris AVgeek 346, 463 Bluescuti.
We prefer doing things our own way.
369 AVgeek 486 Bluescuti. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. Tetris for Scooty 557, 416 for AVgeek. All right, Scooty's into 19 at 560. AVgeek in at 443, so about 117,000 point lead for Scooty at the 19 transition. There'll be 100 more lines of Tetris at this speed until level 29. Well, that speed will double. It is unsurvivable. All right, AVgeek in a bit of a situation here. That's going to be a top out for AV. Bluescuti is good in game number 4. We are tied at 2 games apiece, and we're going to a decider. Blue duty. I am in 6th grade, guys. I am in 6th grade. All right, 687. Bluescuti mullining it out. I am a child. Yeah, I am indeed. Blue sushi, as Fractal misspelled once. That sounds good. I would eat the heck out of some blue sushi. Why not? There's got to be some properly blue fish, right? This level unsurvivable? Is it a ROM mod or is it a Tetris Gym thing? No, it is the original game. In the DAS playstyle, level 29 is too fast for DAS. The record, people have popped off and gotten level 30s. I think the record is what? Andy at level 32? Is it level 32? Which is crazy in a DAS game. And that's with like that's with like quick tapping and all that. So, and comp 32, correct. So yeah, you'll occasionally see level 30 hit, but you won't see really much beyond that. Hardly ever. All right, players, pieces are coming. But yeah, that is the default game. Speed increases by double on 29. Devs did not anticipate anyone surviving beyond it. Of course, in the rolling and hyper tap era, players can do it. That was definitely a crazy start to DAS Masters as a tournament. True, indeed. That was Pixel Andy got that. 92FE5B. Okay, we are good. Cider Time, AVgeek versus Bluescuti. The winner will face Dog playing Tetris in the top 16. What is going on outside? I feel like it's someone having a reaction to substances. It has that quality. Of the shouting I hear outside, but thankfully we're on the 3rd floor, so we're in no danger. Has the fractal match been played yet? Yes, it has. Tetris Scooty 71,000, 50,000 for AVgeek. It also could be Sue watching TV. I'm not sure. She's been watching Your Friends and Neighbors and also Severance. So there could be some shouting there that sounds a bit crazed. 77,000 for AVgeek, 97,000 for Bluescuti. I'm not watching either of those shows. That is not, it's not my speed. $121 for Bluescuti, $125 for AVgeek. Yeah, there's one match after this that is tonight. That's 3 hours from now. So I get a little bit of a break to go food shopping because I can't. Normally we go Saturday, and with like continuous streams from 10 a.m. until about 11 p.m. that isn't happening. So we're going to go shopping in between streams. Let me know if you need anything at HEB. Tetris, AVgeek, 157, 172 for Bluescuti. Buy some ice cream? Oh my goodness. I have a real problem with things like that. A couple of cans of Arizona green tea. Oh my god. Is that still 99 cents? Tetris Scooty 243, 226 for AVgeek. It is 99 cents. Vent in the Sky wants candy, just generic candy, no specific candy. I will say that HEB does not have the greatest candy aisle. Big Pile Guam says you need everything at HEB. American fruits and vegetables are like 4 times the price. Yeah, getting stuff over there on barges and whatnot. Yeah, HEB really does lag in the candy aisle at the checkout. Like, how do you not have Reese's Sticks or Reese's Take 5? Like, they don't have them. I'm like, what? Come on. By the way, Reese's Sticks are my favorite candy. My favorite chocolate bar, Reese's Sticks. They're kind of like Twix and Reese's. It's like their take on a Twix, sort of. It's more crispy than cookie, though. $332 AVgeek, $384 for Bluescuti. I also do like the Take 5. Barrett says, I don't know if I've ever bought candy in the checkout line. Yeah, I buy that. I believe that. Barrett, too wholesome, you know, too disciplined. You know, Barrett's got his head screwed on straight. You really shouldn't be buying candy all that much in the checkout line. 403 for AVgeek, 420 for Bluescuti. He's going to get a Tetris 443. There's one AVgeek, 426. Oh, at a liquor store. Oh, all right. There you go, Barrett. Now Barrett's true character revealed. 468 for the Bluescuti, as Kingsman would say. 454 for the AVgeek. So I'm sure we'll be seeing these players in action in a month. AVgeek is into 19 at 466. Scooty, Tetris is 516, 2 lines to go until 19. AVgeek trying to bring this down. The setup for a Tetris, pretty risky. The bar comes, it's good. If it doesn't, oh my goodness. Okay, the bar comes, gets a bar over to the left. Could have been quick tapped over. Oh no, that right side. Oh, AVgeek gonna top out 498 at level 20, and Bluescuti is gonna take this one in a decider. GG's to you, AVgeek. You did well, but Das is a tricky mistress, as we all know. You did well, but Bluescuti just had it today, and Bluescuti will survive 2 deciders for Scooty. So Scooty had just enough in the tank. And did I report either one of those? But they were both deciders, right? Because I remember TegaMech. Yeah, Scooty had to go you gotta play 10 games. That is a lot of games, is it not? But GG's Scooty, and GG's to you, AVgeek, as well. And I will show you the thing, the bracket, and then I will go and do my shopping. I'll bring back all the stuff you guys asked for. But Scooty is in the top 16, coming out of the 31 seed. TegaMech says, if Scooty doesn't have 18 struggle, he's insane. In a good way. You bet, Big Pile. What are the produce items that are the most shocking in Guam, that you have to like, the price is the most shocking. Now what? You meant it in a good way, of course you did. Now what? Now I'm going to go offline as soon as Scooty's done mullening this out, because we want to get that mullen in there just so it shows on, you know, as part of the official record. Watermelons are insane in Guam, you think, Vince Leasington? I could really use a hamburger. That's what I'm craving, a hamburger. $10 for a pint of strawberries. Ay, ay, ay. All right, Scooty, 13 lines to go until 29. There is a Tetris. If you can get 3 Tetrises, you can have a Maxo. We'll see what he can do, and I think that may not happen here. So he's got 2 available. Unless he can build up for 2. So, yeah, that is not going to happen. 946 Bluescuti is the official top out for the record. GG's to you, Scooty. Here is your top 16 so far. Let me refresh that, make sure everything's in. And where's Scooty? Yeah, Scooty will be playing dog in the green bracket. Those two will also be playing, not against each other, but tomorrow in the Mega Masters finale. Scooty in the third place match. Dog in the finals. So we've got 2 of our top 16ers determined. They're both from way down in the bracket. 31 Bluescuti, 29 Chroma. And this is just how it looks here. So look at that. So a little bit later, we're going to have this purple bracket. That will be a thing. It's just going to be round 1, Maestro versus Zach. So that's going to be in a little under 3 hours. So join me then. I want to thank everybody who contributed to this stream. Where is my thing? Is this it? Is this it? This is it. Hold on. We'll wait till it comes back. We'll read it off. Am I going to McDonald's? No, unfortunately not. I try not to eat that stuff. YouTube followers, FF, thank you. Twitch subs and resubs, QPup Jesus, Dan V, Blingus, Kaye Nordengard, Twitch raids, Gilded Lizard. We also had contributions into the prize pool from someone. Yeah, Rogue Potato. We also had a bunch of codes claimed. We have 13 codes left. And, of course, as always, thanks to our patrons, sticker, double sticker, community, Scott Gray, J in the window, K9, Tacky, Corporal, Shelby, Troy Dent, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit, Mick Monkey, Mila Tempest. So, thank you all for your support of this channel. YouTube, you are dismissed. We will see you in about 3 hours for a solo match if you want to watch it. Take care.